Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys.
Touch, 120. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mike 55.
Throwing on third. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick Webb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's West. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Gurley again here on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Rams.
Tonight, by 20. Hey, kill.
Come on, let's go. Kill. That's the what?
2 for 1.
That's the what? Check out.
Hey, kill. Hey, tonight.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Malcolm Brown. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Everybody, going to 54, line 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, West. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Charkandrick West with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
DC.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Rams 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 20. 2 for 1. 55.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 25.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 3rd down, it's West. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get off the field.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Merlin.
Gone. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Go.
From the red zone now, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Malcolm Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 82 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second and a couple, Prescott. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw again on second down. Goff, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, dude.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Back to throw, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Spread it
Out of the gun. Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike 50.
They go to Elliott again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Goff now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground.
Man, I got you.
Hey, high 7.
From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Like 20. Now we're close.
I'm going back to you.
They'll try the air now with Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now you won. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now it's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run the counter. West. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with West. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with West. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Moore, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We're good. We're good.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Gurley. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Kel.
36.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
1st down, Rams.
Like 20.
Check.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
We go to us. 180.
Hey, let's go. No gain on this defense. No gain.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know.